All right, so it's recording now.
All right. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. The time is 8:06 watts West African time. Welcome to the first boot camp, Sandbox Game Builder Boot Camp, collaboration with Uyo Animation Network. Um, my name is Daddy Mufasa. I'm a game developer and a music artist as well. I also do digital art. So my own wahala is just however I can build immersive experience. You understand? So I do animation, I do game development, I draw, I just however which way I'll try and communicate what I picture when I'm writing this song. You understand? I build VR experiences too. Um, I also build games as well on different platforms. You understand? So my own wahala is just however which way I can communicate, I can bring you from where you are to actually picturing what I picture when I write these songs. Do you understand? Like I said. So I'm the game developer in the Sandbox Nigeria community. And yeah, welcome. So I really want this to be an interactive session. I want everybody to be chill. Probably this is your first boot camp or this is your first time on a space or on a boot camp, right? Or one of these classes. So I want to break the ice. I'll start with praise. So I want you to just briefly introduce yourself and what you do on the space and what your wahala is. You understand? So yeah, praise.
All right, good evening, everybody. I think ever since I left, ever since I left for three, no, I know, ever since I left for three in 2023, that GM has gone out of my mouth. So I basically greet like a normal person now.
Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. So my name is Praise. I'm the founder of UAN Network. What do I do in space? I'm an animator, right? I'm an animator, and I am trying to build a community of animators in Uyo. That is what I'm trying to do. Now, at the same time, I'm trying to create a conference. We're planning towards a conference called Uyo Animation Conference. That's going to be like a whole pipeline of creative talents, right? So that is what I'm doing now. That is also what I'm working on. I'm working on a conference and also trying to build a community at the same time. I work in Web3 and I make product videos, Web3, explainer videos, product videos, those motion graphics in general. Right. So what's my problem? I don't think I have a problem. It's just I
Okay,
think
when
my
I
own
say problem, I mean like what keeps you awake at night? Like what do you want to do? Do you understand? What's your vision or mission? Something like that.
okay, right now, the only thing that keeps me awake. I think those things are in different phases. Right now, phase of my life is to make sure that readmission conference stands and is successful. Right. Today I just went to check the venue we're going to use. So that's the biggest one on my mind right now. After that, then we'll move on to the next one. I had like a 3-year plan, right? So, but this phase is the conference. The conference has to be successful. Then after that, we move to the next one. That's the only thing. Right now.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, so
You,
next we have Mfona Basi. So Mfona Basi, your name, what you do on the space and what keeps you up?
Okay, good evening, everyone. Unfadabasi Samuel. Okay, I'm a graphic designer and also a video content creator. Yeah. Okay, I just head of this animation class. Yeah. So I now decided to open like just to learn from it. The bootcamp. Yeah. So I decided to open and learn from it. At least maybe it can be of a better benefit for me in the future. Yeah. So what keeps me awake at night? So
Yeah.
I will say sometimes like graphics and other bits. I don't think there's anything like apart from the graphics I do. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, that's true. Yes, and you guys are doing graphic. Graphic keeps you guys awake. This is um I thank God. I mean mosquito keeps me awake, you understand, at night, but it's still that everybody's on this power flex. So thank you so much, Mfona Base. And next we have Udu Uduaka. Yeah, sorry, just submit your mic and let me know the pronunciation too. So let me know your name, what you do on the space, and what keeps you up. Okay, Uduaka Base. Uduaka Base. Yeah, Uduaka Base, Dominic. Okay, so please move to the next person. Uduaka Base, if you can hear me, yeah, but mute your mic and just let us know um your name, what you do on the space, and what keeps you up.
Okay, good evening. Please, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Oh, sorry, please. My network was kind of bad, so I couldn't unmute my mic and speak here. Good evening, everyone. I guess everyone is doing fine, right? Yeah. So, first of all, I want to thank you for hosting this class. Okay, first of all, I want to thank you for hosting this class for us. Basically, I'm a newbie to animation, anything animation. Um, I'm a content writer and a social media manager. I do edit videos for for projects and companies. Yeah. So I work on three niche for now in the Web3 space. Yeah. The I would say the thing that keeps me awake is my video editing that I do. But apart from that, um, if talking about the social media management, that's during the daytime. But I think it's only the video editing that keeps me awake in the night. So that's just it. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Um, so who do we have next? We have Johnson, right? I think we have Johnson. So Johnson, Precious, meet your mic and let me know what's up your name and what you do on the space and what keeps you up.
Good evening, also.
Yeah. Good
So
evening.
I'm Precious from Delta State, although I stay in Akwa Ibom. So basically, I'm a trader. I don't know much about animation. So I think a friend of mine shared the link on his status, and I visited and just like I just want to learn something. So that's what I mean. So what keeps me up? Sorry, what keeps me up in the night is basically the chat. I'm always on screen. That's it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. Um, Alaga Favor. Alagba. Alagbala Favor. Okay. Alagbala Favor. Sorry. You next.
Gwen, can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. My name's Favor. I came across the advert for this. Not really advert, but Victoran. I think you guys know Victoran from. I learned about Sandbox for him, so he posted about this stuff on his status, and I joined in. So I am actually a an art illustrator, although I am by no means perfect. I've only done about 5 works for people. I'm an art illustrator, and I also do. I learn to the animation. Yes, I learned to the animation, not perfect also. It was something I just learned through YouTube, so I am by no means perfect. And also, I recently picked up motion design, although I'm using AI since I just recently got a system. So before I got the system, I was like, trying to see if I could like navigate it with AI. So I have some knowledge about these things, but it's not extensive, just like small knowledge. So in the Web3 space, I actually job a lot. I do mod jobs and I also play Web3 games. And then, yeah, I think think that's just about it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, so yeah, Victor is our lead for Sandbox in Africa. Victor Wright is our lead in Sandbox in Africa. So yeah, welcome and yeah, welcome and just like every other thing you say, you're not perfect at. All this thing just takes consistency, opening it and keep dabbling in front of it until it makes more sense. Do you understand? What you know, nobody can take it away from you. This knowledge, do you understand? And I believe in the long run, when Sandbox is very huge in Africa, all these big brands like Oraimo, Indomie, when they are coming on the Sandbox on the metaverse, they will need game builders. Do you understand? Aside that, so there are multiple ways to make money. Do you understand? From the Sandbox ecosystem, but we'll get to that later on. So who is next? Who has not said anything yet? Waki. Think Waki. Waki. What's good, Waki?
I'm good. I'm good. Can I be heard?
Yeah, you're audible.
Good evening, everybody, and GM to those Web3 people. I keep forgetting you people GM, but thanks be to God. I'm wacky. I am a lot of things. I think ranging from being a photographer, a spoken word artist, a poet, a a traditional artist because I draw comics. Um, I am a motion graphics animator, a video editor. I'm a cinematographer as well. I think that's the few that I can remember off the top of my head for now. So I do a lot of those things because they are interconnected together. Oh yeah, I'm a concept artist as well, a concept art photographer. So yeah, so in a way, all those things kind of intertwine. So it's easy for me to juggle all those things. And what keeps me up at night is Gotham City. I'm Batman, so I really need to keep my city safe. Um, I mean, besides that, there's also schoolwork for now because I kind of hate school. But I heard education is still the key somewhere, somehow. So I'm doing school for now. I can't wait to be done because I have a lot of the world to explore. So yeah, that's basically me. If there's any other thing you want to know, please don't hesitate to ask.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. Waki. Okay. So it's not me that will tell you whether education is key or not. Do you understand? Just quickly and do it for the parents. Those people that put you through it. Just do it for them and get your shit done. Fam. Do you understand? Yeah, I think that's all of us. That's all of us here. Like, okay, Deborah, sorry, Deborah Samuel. I'm sorry. I don't know. Deborah Samuel, please. You're next.
All right, good evening, everyone. My
Good
name is
evening.
Deborah Osako, and I'm new to tech. I am a video content creator, and what keeps me awake is just creating videos and school also. Thank you. That's all for now.
Okay. Thank you so much for making it brief. Um, um, yeah, aside building games on Sandbox, is it I mean, Sandbox is moving towards a creator economy. I've been listening to motion video editors, that around the video content, and there's a lot of opportunities on the Sandbox ecosystem. So we're going to dive into that as well as building games. So while we're building the games, you could hear me go off once in a while about the creator economy and what it's all about. Do you understand? Um, but let me not get over myself. Let's start let's start what we came into the room to do. Okay. So can you guys see my screen? Let's see. Okay. All right. So welcome everybody. This is my name is Daddy Mufasa. I'm a game developer, and this is day one of the 7 days, I visit 10 days workshop, um a boot camp. So the whole point of it is to get you from zero knowledge to knowing how to actually build a game on the Sandbox ecosystem, and also point you into opportunities to help you make money on the Sandbox ecosystem. You understand? So yeah, the title of this slide is From a Player to Creator: Mastering the Sandbox Ecosystem. You understand? So again, welcome to the bootcamp. First off, what is Sandbox? What is Sandbox? What's the Sandbox game? So the Sandbox game is a community-driven, decentralized platform. You understand? Where you can design, share, and monetize 3D assets and also immersive gaming experience. Let me break that down. Um, the Sandbox is a metaverse. What is a metaverse? A metaverse is a decentralized, emphasis on decentralized, is a decentralized okay, let me not go over my head. I want to break it down as simple as possible because I think the last speaker now, this is your first time tech, and there's a lot of jargons going around. So I'll try as much as possible throughout this bootcamp to break things down to the bare minimum. You understand? So um let's start with what Web3 is, right? So Web1, that was the first time internet came about. Do you understand? And it was just like a giant newspaper. You understand? I could just put out information out there, and it is just out there. People do not know what to use internet for. It was just a read only. That was just the only things could do. Just read, like I say, giant newspaper. If you read newspaper now, you know go fit. Waiting you want do one. You will just argue with yourself or argue with someone around, but you cannot change what is written there. You cannot. Your comment doesn't also go global too. Do you understand? So it was a read only. Now Web 2 came about. That was the evolution of Web 1. So Web 2 now they now evolved on Web 1, which was read only. Now Web 2 is read and write. Again, I want you guys to unmute your mic and stop me halfway if you're confused in any way. Do you understand? So Web 2 is read and write. Now you can not just read the giant newspaper, but you can comment. Do you understand? So that's how companies like social media came about. Do you understand? They understood, okay, someone can read and write, so let us build social media. That's why if I'm able to post, one idiot somewhere will come and tell me something rubbish in the comments. Do you understand? You're able to read and write. I'm able to send you data, right? I'm able to send you pictures. You're able to comment on the pictures. There is reading, there is writing. So it's now a two-way something. It's no longer a one-way something. Now, because people were desperate to connect, they start giving away their location, their data. You understand? You've seen all these things where you're just talking about bicycle. All this while you're just talking about bicycle, or maybe a Redmi, for example. You're talking about a Redmi, for example, a Xiaomi phone. All of a sudden, when you open Google, maybe YouTube, you start seeing adverts for what's it called? Xiaomi phones or bicycles. Do you understand? What is happening is because you're using social media, because you gave Zuckerberg, that's you gave WhatsApp, you gave all these platform access to your data, because it's not secure, because your data is not private. They know exactly what you want and they'll sell it to you. That's why you don't pay a dime to use WhatsApp. Do you understand? So they're able to sell your data to people who want to sell bicycles, for example. So they now know this is not the group. This is a group of people that need bicycles based on Google knows how to arrange it, or WhatsApp knows how to arrange it, and they will sell that data to those companies for adverts. Do you understand? And then they're able to sell you laptops or bicycles or Xiaomi, that's Redmi. Do you understand? I need you guys to give me a thumbs up if you understood what I've said so far. So let me recap. Okay, good. Let me recap. The downside of Web 1 is that it was a read only. The downside of Web 2 is that aside it being a read and write, they have access to your data, so there's nothing private. Do you understand? Now Web 3 is read, write, and ownership. Nkemu, my own. Sorry, I spoke Igbo. My own. It is my own. So my data is my own. Do you understand? Just like this mic I'm talking to you with, my computer, my phone is my own. Do you understand? You might have an MSI laptop too, but my own is my own. Do you understand? It is my own. So that whole ownership is what Web 3 is solving. And the whole point of ownership is still security. There's still going to be security built around it, and all this blah, 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 blah that is still going on. There's still people are still trying to build on it, just like in Web 2. Zuckerberg built on Web 2 and was able to build out social media. Do you understand? So on Web 3 now, people are trying to build ownership, owning your digital assets. That's called NFT. Owning your own currency, for example. That's all this tokenization.
What
What
else
else
again?
again? Yeah, so that is what it is, you know. So ownership of your own data, Web3. So when you hear something is decentralized, it means that there is no central body that owns it. That's why you have the Central Bank of Nigeria. Now, them they print this naira note we are using. So they're the one that determine how much cash is in circulation. So because they have that amount, they're able to twat the figures and everything is controlled by them. Not it's controlled by a few selected people, not by everybody. There is no power to the people at all. It's just cap. Do you understand? But decentralization means there's no one body, there's no central body that owns it. It's actually everybody that is using it that owns it. Do you understand? So ownership is not tied to a particular group of people or one particular person. Do you understand? Yeah. So I need a thumbs up if you understand what I've said so far. If you understand what Web3 is. Okay. So Mfon and Alaba, I need you to unmute your mic and tell me what Web3 is. Just give me a brief analogy what Web3 is, or what Web1, Web2, Web3 is. Just a brief glance, or just breeze over it. Mfon is raising his hand, so Mfon, go on.
Okay, you said that Web 1, starting from Web 1, that Web 1 was read only. Okay, and then Web 2 was you read and then you can write. And then you said that Web 3 is like you read, you write, you also own your data. Like nobody owns it. Like it's not as if it is like you made mention of central bank, like a specific people owning it, not the whole, like not everybody in the world like owning central bank. Yeah. Then you said that decentralized means that like you are the one that owns your property. You also say that like you owning your laptop. Yeah, that you are the one of your laptop. That's what I just got from it.
Yeah. Thank you. Also, I want the baby girl, the person that spoke last. That's the girl that spoke last. I don't remember your name. Sorry. I want you to unmute your mic and let me know if you understood so far. Just break down what you heard, what you've learned so far. Deborah Samuel.
Oh, sorry. My network over here is not friendly. Please,
But did you understand any of the things I said?
yes, I understand. You said Web 1 is the internet that they read only, while Web 2 they read and write, Web 3 they read, write and own using blockchains, cryptocurrency and other stuff.
Yeah.
And why decentralization, in my own understanding, means the power to control, means power
So
or control.
yes, centralization means that the way we are 10 of us now on this call, maybe we own Sandbox. That is
Okay.
centralization. This central body owns Sandbox. But decentralization means not all of us. It is owned by everybody, not all of us, not just us in this group. It's good by every other person that uses Sandbox. There's no one body that owns it. Do you understand? That's what decentralization means.
All right, I get. Thank you, sir.
Okay, you're welcome. So let's keep going. So now you understand what I mean by when I say a decentralized gaming ecosystem. Do you understand? Everybody that plays Call of Duty, just send me a thumbs up if you played any mobile game at all. Okay. So all those guns you have in Call of Duty, they are not actually yours. You don't own them. If they wake up tomorrow and tell and probably ban your account, right? You don't own those things. They go with the account. Do you understand? So you don't own those things. You don't own those weapons. You don't own those skins. Do you understand? But because Sandbox is a decentralized gaming platform on the blockchain, you actually own everything you get from the game, from the earnings to the weapon to the customization to probably you get a hat or you get a glasses or you get a shirt. You own them. Do you understand? They are there in your wallet. You actually own them. That's the whole point of NFTs. You own them. They are in your wallet. Do you understand? So Sandbox is a decentralized gaming ecosystem built on Ethereum, right? It is built for users to play, earn, and create gaming experiences. Do you understand? So I can decide to build my own gaming experience. For example, I can decide to build what you know what now. This one we play in Nigeria. I can decide to build what the card game. I can decide to build chess. You feel? You feel? So I can decide to build chess, whatever I want to build, and actually own um the collectibles from the game. Like I'm building collectibles that okay, if you checkmate me, the king is yours. And actually, whenever you checkmate me, you actually have my own king. So the whole ownership is possible on the Sandbox ecosystem. You understand? So we're moving to the next section, which is true digital ownership. Just like I said, NFTs are called non-fungible token in the sense one of one. This ownership is my own. This mic is my own. Even if you bought a mic identical to it, the IME number makes my own different from yours. Mine stands out. Do you understand? So, yeah. So the vision for an open metaverse. Um, the vision for an open metaverse. You see the way Call of Duty is. Call of Duty is everybody kill yourself, kill somebody, or be killed. Do you understand? Kill, shoot, die. Do you understand? So that's what Call of Duty is all about. I conquer. I won battle royale. This da. I'm not saying it's bad at all. At all. I'm not in any way saying it's bad. I enjoy first person shooters, but there is no but actually. If you want to have projects like Indomie, for example, you want to have Indomie, like all those characters like Indomitables, you want to have them come on Call of Duty, what would you have them do? They are going to just be shooting themselves. You understand? If you're doing an NGO that is saving children from cancer and you're bringing them to Call of Duty, will you be shooting the children that have cancer? Are you seeing how it doesn't add up? Do you understand? So it's not an ecosystem where you can bring different brand ideas. It's limited to only ideas that are like competitive in the sense of like maybe Chelsea versus Man U. Then they could do shooting competition, for example. You understand? So it is limited to a niche. Do you understand? But in the Sandbox open metaverse, brands like Indomie can come and say, okay, we want to play hide and you to build a game like hide and seek, for example, where you find the indomitable characters, for example. Wants you to build a game for us like that, and you can build it. And in Sandbox, you don't need to write a line of codes. Mind you, I'm a game developer, so I write a shit ton of codes from building on Unity or on Unreal Engine. Not Godot yet, but Unity and Unreal Engine. You write codes to be able to make things interact with each other. You write different scripts for characters to react with assets and so on on and so forth. Do you understand? But in Sandbox is a no code platform where you can build games without writing codes. All you just need to do is just add logic. Okay, when this person kicks this should happen. Finish. Right? So the whole point of the open metaverse is so that brands can actually build their identity there and individual creators too can come up with their own games too. Right? Sandbox has a DAO. And what is a DAO? DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization. So when I say something is decentralized, it means there's no one body that owns it. So because nobody owns it, we have all of us that are using it have to come together to agree on what we want to happen in the game. Do you understand? Not just a selected few, just say, okay, wake up in the morning and say, you know what, we want everything about Sandbox to be green in color, for example, just from nowhere. Do you understand? But all of us that played the game, like, we find out that this blue color, we don't like it. We all want it to be green. And if we all agree that it's going to be green, or a majority of us agree it's going to be green, we switch it to green. Do you understand? So that's the whole point of a DAO. Is a decentralized autonomous organization, right? And you have more voting power, you have more audacity, you have more rights to like say something, and your voice will be heard more if you own a land on Sandbox or you hold a large sum of the tokens. You understand? So moving forward, this is the practical session. So I want, if you don't have a laptop, I want you to send me a thumbs up. If you don't have a laptop as we are talking, I want you to send me a thumbs up. Deborah, Waki, you don't have a laptop.
The
Okay,
laptop
so
technically has issues.
okay, what are the issues?
We tried, in school, I do computer engineering. So we tried training a particular AI model in school and it crashed my system.
Okay, so it's a software problem. Okay, no one.
Yeah.
It's fine. So during this session is going to be friendly. So whether you have a laptop or you don't, you can also participate in the session. So what you're going to be doing is to sign up to the Sandbox platform. So I'm trying to ping this now. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So what I'm going to be doing now is to send the link to the Sandbox website to the group here. So in there, as you can see here, can you guys see my screen? So here, when you sign up for the Sandbox platform, this is your dashboard. You can you will connect your wallet, your badges, your claims. These are money. This is a place where I claim my NFTs or the amount of the money I've made from playing games, right? So I just come to this section and claim it, and it goes straight to my wallet. So the dashboard is like a bridge from the metaverse to your wallet. This is what is bridging the whole the whole ownership thing. Do you understand? So if I go to the metaverse now and I go and play games and I earn, for me to be able to cash these things now that I've played in the metaverse into my own wallet, it has to pass through my dashboard. Do you understand? So why this is necessary is just is almost like a portal. Do you understand? To cross the digital asset into like um yeah, pay or the NFTs in particular. You understand? So yeah, this is the dashboard. One of the first things you guys can do, and we can do it as we're on this call, is to sign up for the Sandbox um on the Sandbox platform. So you create your account. Um, if you have a wallet, you link it to your MetaMask. You understand? If not, I suggest you use Google. You understand? So you just use Google and sign up for an account and get that done with. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I'm not sending my WhatsApp of that.
All right, I'm fine. Your hand is up.
Now for next your question.
Okay, please, sorry for interrupting. Is this
It's
the
not good.
link? Like, is this the link that you drop on the Telegram community?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, so you go through the link and you sign up, right? Um, some of the things you're going to see is your inventory. You understand? Like I said, every NFT we don't make from the platform, you will see I'm just there. You understand? You see it in in your dashboard. So both your KYC verification or your land that you own, the games that you built, the publishing the games you built, like maybe you built a game now on the Game Maker, and when you want to put it on the metaverse land, you have to buy a land and then publish the game there. All those things happen in between um the whole thing. That's the your website. You understand? So from launching the game to customizing the game, how you want the wallpaper to be, and all those little things, and all those little things is what you can do from the website. You understand? So I also told you about claiming your rewards, and also when there's announcement for like there's something they do is almost like a hackathon. What is called is game jam. So they just come and say, you know what, we want you to build a game on pirates. We want you to build a pirate game. The team is pirate game. Do you understand? And this is the amount we are giving, like $10,000. Top 10 will get a share from the $10,000. Do you understand? We want you to build a pirate game. You feel? So what you're going to be doing is to try and build a pirate game, and you earn with your a game builder. You can just build a pirate game. If you're selected, you earn from the lesson. So Sandbox always does this time to time again because it's a decentralized metaverse. They don't build the games themselves. It's still game builders like you and I that build these games that are later going to be used for seasons. You understand? So both a combination of maybe like Christmas games. They say, okay, you want all of you to be like Christmas games. Funabas, you're welcome. We want you guys to be like Christmas games and all whatnot. So different game developers build different their own perspective of what a Christmas themed game is supposed to be. You understand? Also, if you want to do your KYC verification, you also do it from your from the dashboard. So moving to the next session. Before we proceed, I need you guys to give me a thumbs up if you started signing up for the Sandbox account. So that's Alaba Favor. Who else? That's Praise. That's Fun and Deborah. Yeah, there. So, but I saw someone have a question. Someone has a question. So you have a question. Raise your hand. Sorry, ask the question.
Okay, please, I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
Okay, please. To be sure I heard you right, I wanted to ask a question. You made mention of greeting games on the is it the website or so the platform, right? Please, I want to be sure
Yeah.
because my network is kind of breaking. Sorry to ask. Yeah. Um, and I think the last time it was you talking about Sandbox bringing up contests for people to grade games, pirate games, and stuff like that. Yeah. So I don't know. I just have a little question to ask. These games we are grading, you said we won't use code to grade it. Or is there any requirement we need to grade the games? Yeah, that's my first question. Please, so if I'm wrong in any way, please try to correct me because I didn't get everything you said.
Yeah. Don't worry. I
So,
got you 100. So,
yeah,
so
then my second question is, do we have, since we're connecting our wallet to it, how do we stand to benefit from that, please? Because you said I think you have to connect your MetaMask wallet or something like that. Yeah,
yeah.
please.
Okay. So number one, um, if I got you right, the first question is how do you, or I should repeat what I said on building games without code and the pirate games, the whole theme about it. So let me repeat what I said on that.
Okay, okay.
So yeah. So I said once in a while, like about 4 times to like 5 times a year or 3 times in a year. Sandbox comes up with like a game jam. Now, what is a game jam? A game jam is a competition for all the game builders on the Sandbox ecosystem to build a game. Do you understand? To build a game. So maybe they say in the game jam, the competition is saying build a Christmas game. Do you understand? So everybody will build their own definition of a Christmas game, and the first 10 will win a certain amount of money, right? Now, the requirements for building these things are, we are going to get to that. That's actually the next session. Which are the tools we need for building games on the Sandbox ecosystem? So, mm, I don't know. Did I answer your question before we move to the next part?
Yeah. Understood.
Okay. Okay. So,
Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. So, I'm going to be talking to you guys as animators. So, I'm going to try as much as possible to be using animation references. Sorry, I need to make sure I see me well. I'm going to try to be using animation references, you understand, including softwares you guys use. So, there are 3 tools you can use to build games on the Sandbox ecosystem. Okay. If you want to animate a character you've built, you usually use Blender, for example, to animate a 3D character, for example. And if you want to edit it, probably want to edit the video, you want to edit it into like different scenes and something like that, you're going to be using Adobe Premiere Pro or CapCut or whatever video editing software, right? So there's the one where you did the animation, and then there's the one you're editing the video. Do you understand? So in Sandbox or in building games, in game development, there is a software where you create the 3D asset, this pillow. Can you guys see this pillow? This pillow, give me a second. I want to on this television so that there is reflection on my face. So there is a software where you build the 3D assets from the characters to the pillows to the there is a software to build this thing. You understand? To build these 3D assets. That's one of the softwares. Then the second one is where the game engine. Udwak, you have a question or did you stop hearing me?
Sorry, please. My network is bad over here. Oh, sure. My network is bad.
First of
Yeah.
all, this call, where did you stop hearing me? Yeah, Udwak, don't worry, the call is recorded, so you can always play it back again. I'm trying to make sure we finish on time. We have barely 20 minutes to go, you feel. So I'll be moving forward, right? So there is a place where you build the assets you need for your game, right? Just like in animation, you build the motion you need. You build the this character punch this character falls down. Do you understand? But if you want to like put things like effects, well, I'm going too far. If you want to do things like you want to cut from one scene to another scene, do you understand? There's a different software you use for that. Do you understand? In building games, there is one software to build the assets, and then there's second software to make these assets interact with each other. Do you understand? So I build this pillow, and then I build this character talking to you, right? Now, after building them in a 3D software or in a 2D software, if I want this character talking to you to be able to punch this pillow, right? To be able to punch this pillow, I have to bring them to a game engine and add this interaction, this whole punching interaction or picking up interaction or throwing interaction. So these characters, these assets are able to interact with each other. That is simply what games are. Assets interacting with each other. Do you understand? It's just that some games now make it so complex. That's why you can play GTA, Grand Theft Auto, and do a lot of things. Do you understand? This character, these different assets can interact with themselves in different ways, right? So those games actually have complex architecture and like engineering, so they know that this character is meant to be doing this. Then these assets are meant to be reacting to the character in this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Metal is meant to react heavy. Lighter objects like pillow are meant to react lighter. Do you understand? So a game engine is where different assets interact with each other. Is where you build interaction. Do you understand? I think I'm doing a good job communicating this, breaking it down as much as possible. So I need a thumbs up. Yeah. So thank you guys so much. All right. Thank you guys so much. So in Sandbox, the 3D software you use to build the 3D assets is called VoxEdit. Now, if you've noticed something about Sandbox, you notice that the characters are not like ultra HD. They are not like smooth and fresh like I am. You know, they're not smooth. They are not like ultra HD. They are not like GTA or all those PS4, PS5 something. The graphics is not like that. It's more optimized. You're seeing it in box. You're seeing it in voxels. Actually, it's not rendering in pixels. It's rendering in voxels per block, per block, per block. The reason they did that is to optimize it. Do you understand? So that your laptop and my laptop, do you understand, can run the Sandbox game. Mine is a high-end laptop. Maybe if you're coming from an office, maybe you just do, I don't know, you write, for example, and you do not have need for a high-end laptop, you can still build games on the Sandbox ecosystem because it's optimized for it. Do you understand? So it's optimized so that those that use a high-end laptop can play the game and also build games. Those using a low-end laptop can also play games and build games. Do you understand? So it's not limited to anybody. They are very intentional about removing the restrictions, right? So that everybody can participate in the metaverse, right? This open metaverse. Yeah. So the Vox editor is a software where you create these 3D assets, right? And then the game maker, that's the builder tool, is where you have these assets interact with each other. Do you understand? Is where you build your environment. Is where you build, okay, that the Mufasa can punch this pillow. Do you understand? That the Mufasa can punch praise, and praise will die. Praise will not die in Jesus' name. But that the Mufasa can punch praise. Do you understand? That the Mufasa can do all those things. That the whole interaction, character and character, pillow and another pillow, pillow and stone. Avatar, that's Daddy Mufasa now. Avatar and liquid. So if Daddy Mufasa walk into fluid, Daddy Mufasa is supposed to levitate. Gravity is not supposed to be acting inside the fluid. Do you understand? Do you understand? I need thumbs up if you understand. Good. Now Daddy Mufasa is walking on solid. Gravity is happening. Daddy Mufasa is able to walk on solid. Daddy Mufasa is inside fluid. Daddy Mufasa is supposed to be levitating. Do you understand? Because it's inside fluid, because of the viscosity of the liquid. Do you understand? So also, this fluid now, one is water, the other one is lava. Lava in the sense this volcanic fluid. So you know it's burns, it's like liquid fire. You know it's like liquid fire. Do you understand? So that the Mufasa is in one. Then what is supposed to be happening as that Mufasa is in the water is he's supposed to be losing oxygen. What is supposed to happen as that Mufasa is in the volcanic fluid, that's the lava, that Mufasa is meant to be melting, burning. Do you understand? It's meant to be losing health instantly. The other one, When that Mufasa is done losing oxygen, then he starts losing health. Are you understanding what is happening? Do you understand? So these are what you do to make your game more realistic, more interactive. Do you understand? So that this is actually this is actually poison water. So he's losing health and oxygen at the same time. Oh, this is just water. He's just losing oxygen. Oh, this is breathable water. Why would water be breathable? Okay, maybe the guy is a fish man. Do you understand? You play with all these variables and make games interactive. Do you understand? You just understand how things work and then go there and be creative. You go nuts. Do you understand? So the game maker is where you have these assets interact with each other. The Vox editor is where you build the 3D assets. Do you understand? Okay, awesome. So praise, please, I need you to just unmute your mic and let me know what is do you understand in Akwa Ibom in Efik, no vex. What's do
Funny
you
enough,
understand?
I'm an Igbo boy. I don't know. I don't know. I think one of the one of them should know. Udrak should know. Udrak, please.
Abeg.
What is
You say in Ibibi you say nko unwa.
Unko nwa.
And then we will reply you anwa.
Damn, nwa. This is into some marine spirit shit. But go wala. Unko nwa.
Anwa.
Okay. Active like mad guy. Okay. Um. Yeah. So Vox Editor is the software where you create the 3D assets, and the Game Maker is where you have them interact with each other. Now there's a third one. It is most recent. It started last year. It is SandRush AI. Now this SandRush AI, instead of going to go and build this pillow, SandRush AI, you just go and prompt it and tell it, I want you to build a pillow for me. It will just generate the pillow for you. And then you will now import this pillow into your Sandbox game maker and just use it as one of the assets. Do you understand? So this is the latest thing on the offering table. Do you understand? So we will also be exploring these tools, and on this on probably on our last day, I'll have them join us on the call, and also probably do something, maybe giveaway or something. So yeah, Udwak, go on.
Sorry, please, I'm not seeing your screen any longer. Please, did you stop sharing?
Okay. Is it just him or can you guys see my screen? Because I can see mine.
No, I
I
couldn't see your
think
screen.
it's you because I can still see the screen.
I can't see
You
the
see?
screen. I can't see your screen. I don't know if any other person because I can't
Okay,
see.
can you drop from the call and come back? You drop from the call and come back, you should be able to see the screen.
Okay.
Yeah. And also this slide I'm teaching with is also on the group. I sent it to the group. Okay, he has left. So yeah, we're moving to the next part of the slide, which is sculpting your world in voxel. So 3D motion designers, you guys are very familiar. Actually, I know a lot of skills. I have a lot of skills, but you see, rigging and animation, especially realistic animation, even with things like Mixamo, is actually very, very challenging. And I really respect you guys for that. Like, I see people do like animated movies, and I'm like, dude, I actually watch Resident Evil, like the animated ones, and some of these things, and I go back to watch like how the studio did it, including things like I don't know if any of you have seen Blood of Zeus. Good. Blood of Zeus. I see the way they draw the characters. You know, they show that at the end of the day. I those things interest me because I know how it's one of those things where I did not just pick up. You have to be locked in like mad. You understand? So I have mad respect for um animators here. You understand? So in Vox Editor, you don't just build digital assets, like you don't just build, as you can see this character here now. You see this character on this side of the screen. you have to rig it. Although even if you build it automatically, Sandbox auto rigs it and gives it couple animations. You understand? A lot of animation, default animation. But maybe you want to animate it to be able to do things like moonwalking, Michael Jackson's moonwalking. You can't still see the screen.
Me
Brother,
too.
okay, you too. Let me stop sharing and start sharing again. So can you guys see my screen now? You wacky
I
can.
I can't see it. Oh my god, what's happening?
Just
I
just
can't.
use the just open the slide. Open the slide on your on this thing. That's why I sent it to the Telegram group. Please highlight it in okay, let me do that.
Okay, yeah. It just pop up. I can see it now.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah,
So
me too.
let's just
Okay.
awesome. Okay, let's get right into it. So this character you're seeing now in Vox Editor. Okay, this character you're seeing in Vox Editor now. This is not actually what Vox Edit looks like, but this character you're seeing now, it needs for it to come to life, it needs to be rigged, right? But Sandbox auto rigs these things. Do you understand? So um we can have this character dancing, we can have him waving, we can have him doing something, we can have him running, we can have him attacking. That's because Sandbox auto rigs them. Do you understand? But if you want to have default animations like moonwalking, you understand? If you press F so that it will moonwalk, you have to build preview those animations. And where you can do that is inside Vox Editor. I believe I'm talking with motion designers here and others. So you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So, but bet on what you guys have to compared to what you guys have to deal with. I'm telling you honestly, this is a tip of the iceberg. Is nothing. You understand? So, believe me when I say animation and rigging on Sandbox is very smooth. Do you understand? And all this, both building your digital assets, the environmental assets, characters, dinosaurs, um, dragon, this, that. All those things are possible on the Sandbox on Vox Editor, and there are templates for you to be able to simulate these things or do it quicker. Do you understand? So yeah, that's that about Vox Editor. Now moving to Game Maker. Game Maker is where you craft interaction, like I said. So that the Mufasa is punching Praise in the mouth. You understand? If Praise wants to say something, that Mufasa punch him in the mouth. Do you understand? All those kind of things. Or Praise is punching this pillow, or Praise is picking up this pillow and throwing the pillow away. All those interactions. Um, you can do that on the Sandbox or on the Game Maker, right? So one of the most interesting part of all this is the game development space. The laborers are very few and the vineyard choke. Do you understand? So a lot of people need games, but a very few people can build the games. Do you understand? But one of the cheat code behind this is that Sandbox, you don't need to write a line of code, because first of all, code is what pursues people in the first place. Yes, then the complexity pursues the second batch. But in Sandbox is made very easy, right? And it's a no code platform. All you just need to do is to understand how this thing works. So you say, okay, if that the first I come to this place, let this still be solid, or let's see, just when you start building, you understand what I'm saying better. But I'll try as much as possible to communicate. It's really easy. Sometimes while building games, okay, Wacky, I'll get to you. Sometimes while building games on the Sandbox, it feels like I'm playing the game. Do you understand? Is that smooth compared to what I have to deal with in building games in Unreal Engine? Okay, Wacky, ask your question.
Okay, so from what I'm seeing here, in this photo, the game maker's pictures, I think is it using scripts like do you know Scratch? It's
Scratch.
quite old. Yes, Scratch is a very
No,
old game maker we used to use back
no,
in
no,
the
no,
day.
no,
So
no,
they
no, no.
made use of scripts. So each script was like a building box, like a puzzle, and you fix each script according to what you want actions to be like.
Okay, 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 yes, yes, yes. I've seen a small girl in Enugu. She uses Scratch. She plays Scratch. Teaches her.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Is it like Scratch in terms of game building?
I dare to say it's easier and more fun.
Okay, okay. Because
Yeah.
Scratch too, if you don't understand technical terms or like how to build a proper script, then it doesn't work.
Yeah. So, but it still does the same thing. So it teaches you when if you're starting game development and you finish building on and you know how to build games on Sandbox, when you get to other complex game engines, you know, okay, this is the same thing. It's just that there is more complexity to it. Do you understand? So Scratch opens your mind to like, oh, this is how Python works. This is how that works. Do you understand? So yeah, I dare say it's actually more fun than Scratch, right? And you can do a lot more on it than on Scratch. Scratch is anyway, just yeah. So I believe I answered that question, right? Did I? Okay, awesome. So dynamic gameplay elements. We are still talking about Game Maker and building games on Game Maker. Do you understand? So all those things like quests, like you meet Daddy Mufasa on the game, and Daddy Mufasa said, "See, your mission is to go and punch Praise in the mouth. Praise, I'm really sorry. I beg, don't punch me when you meet me in person." But probably the mission is to just go and find Praise wherever he's sitting and go and give him a dirty punch in the mouth. So you want to build that quest that okay, when you successfully punch Praise in the mouth, eh, the quest is complete. For you to build all those things, it's kind of complex in other game maker, but it's very, very easy on Sandbox. Do you understand? They see these core things that you need in building games, like the quest logic, the this, that, and they abstract it and make it as simple as possible. Johnson, I'm really sorry you missed this much, but this call is recorded, so you're going to just play this part. Is really cool. We're just talking about punching praise in the mouth, right? So you build the quests, even enemies, how to tag that this person is an enemy. Praise is not an enemy, but in the game now, praise now person will guys go punch for mouth. So he's able to tell you, okay, this is how to tag praise as the enemy. Yeah. Interactive or create interactive puzzles and pathways within your experience. Yeah. So um both tagging enemy, tagging an ally. There's an ally that is going to follow you and go and punch praise in the mouth. Maybe if you punch him and he stand up to question you, those people will finish the job. They will finish the job. Do you understand? So to get allies in the game, like people that will follow you to do your mission, people that are going to help you maybe fight people you meet on the road or just okay. So my other device is dead. I'm going to be talking to you from this other one. So yeah, all those little things, you can build them from um the Sandbox game maker, right? So both interactive doors or complex puzzles or interactions like they press E to talk with this person. All those things. Um, Game development is filled with repetition, right? If you build a system for somebody to be able to knock on a door, you're going to copy that script and repeat it in every place there's a door. Do you understand? That's an example, right? Um, Moving forward, the SoundRush AI platform, like I told you, I'm going to be rushing through it now because I'm supposed to be heading home. I'm not in my crib as I talk to you. So AI powered texture generation. I told you this is a place where you just write prompts and is able to build for your assets easy. And you take these assets to your game maker and have them interact with each other. Do you understand? So I should actually type that magic. So this is actually the platform here. So yeah, here it is. So this tool was actually funded by Sandbox DAO. Remember, I told you that Sandbox DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization that agreed that okay, now man, building these assets is very, very tasking. I'm not an animator, I'm not a game, maybe I don't like building environment. I just want to build the logic, so just get my game done. Do you understand? They laid complaints and they just thought about solutions. Okay, let's build an AI that is able to do these things for us easily. Sorry. So yeah, and it was funded and this idea was brought to life by the Sandbox DAO, right? So this is a tool built for game makers to automate their workflow. Do you understand? So you don't waste time starting to build each environment one after the other or do whatever you want to do. You can easily just generate them with AIs right now. Do you understand? So Sandbox is not um evolution shy. As technology is evolving, Sandbox is moving rapidly with it. Do you understand? It's not like if there's a central body now, they go wait before the central body says, okay, AI is not yet to take over our jobs. This one, that one, that one. This one, everybody agrees and everybody's moving together, right? That's why decentralization is very important. Do you understand? So yeah. So your first homework, the first steps and your homework is to register your Sandbox account. Then you download the creator tool. Do you understand? Then after doing that, um, you're going to make a screenshot and post on X. Good. Remember when I told you guys at the beginning of this class that it's important that I'm going to be hinting things about the creator economy and as a creator to be a video content creator, how you're going to position yourself to earn well, even if you're a writer from the Sandbox ecosystem. This is one of it, right? So it's very important to build your Twitter presence, your LinkedIn presence, your Instagram presence, your social presence in general. Do you understand? Because actually you own your data right now. And one of it is start documenting your documenting your journey. Do you understand? So as this is your first class, it's very important you start. You make a screenshot of currently as I'm talking right now. You make a screenshot and post and probably yap about what you learned so far. Just make it brief. What you've learned so far. Tag Sandbox Nigeria, or Uyo Animation and Uyo Animation Network. You can also tag me to Daddy Mufasa. I will repost, right? I will repost on I also make sure the Sandbox Africa Twitter reposts you too. We do this just to give you the visibility. It's good we are not a large number, like over 1,000 people. So we'll make sure as much as possible that everybody here is going to get like as much visibility for the long run. It might not make sense now, but believe me, it's going to be very important in the long run. So make a tweet, make a screenshot of this class, and just yap about what you've learned briefly, or the thing that stuck the most in this class, right? And then use the hashtag, tag Sandbox Africa, or tag Sandbox Africa, tag Uyo Animation Network. You can also tag me as well, Danny Mufasa. Right, I'll repost. And step by step, you start building your digital presence, right? So they know, okay, this is when this person started, this is the growth so far, right? This is actually an organic person because these things are very, very needed in a consistently evolving world where AI can easily just impersonate anybody, right? This human layer is very, very important. Um, Time and real time interactions with real people is what's going to make the AI stand out from human beings. I be human beings stand out from AIs, right? In the long run. So yeah, by all means, the time is now. Start building your digital presence. Start contributing to the U animation network. Start. Don't be shy. Send those DMs, send emails. You have questions, ask me, ask praise. Don't punch praise, ask praise. Do this, do that. Do you understand? And start building your digital presence. Do you understand? I'm going to talk to you guys about corners, which is also a platform where you start all your Twitter posts or your LinkedIn posts or blah 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 blah. You can just start accumulating them there, and you earn rewards in the long run. You can also tokenize them and earn rewards in the long run, but we'll discuss that later on. Right. So this is 9:16, and here is the end of our class. I'll be here come here, I bring the end of our meeting in the speaker again. So yeah, this is the end of our class, right? Um please ask questions if you have any. Yeah, Alagbala, go on.
Okay, you can just call the favor without the surname. But anyway, when I first got introduced to Sandbox, I went to YouTube to like actually like watch, look for videos about Sandbox, and I watched a ton of videos, but there was a particular thing that stood out in all the videos I watched. Um, I noticed when certain games that are created on the Sandbox system, there are times that glitches they have these glitches where for example there was this particular game where you had to like navigate your way through like a I think it was a town. I think it was a World Cup kind of scenario. So you had to navigate your way through the town. So I wanted to ask, these glitches, were they like, was it because of Sandbox, or probably because the person just simply like used the AI to like make the code? Because of course when you are making a game without having to actually code, there'll be some hiccups in the actual gameplay of a thing. Was it because of Sandbox, or probably the person did not like give a detailed build using the whole engine? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, I do understand what you're saying. So sometimes you want to build a game like chess, for example. Not let's not complicate things. You want to build a game like good. You want to build a game like what? Please give me a thumbs up if you know what is. The card game what? Awesome. So you want to build a game like what? And you know that when you drop pick two, eh, somebody is supposed to carry two cards from the market. At the same time, when you drop a card like general market, everybody's supposed to collect one, right? Okay, let's work with that now. So if you if the logic for pick two is two times of general market, eh? Like I told you, game development is a lot of repetition. So if the logic for pick two is okay, you just repeat general market twice and you deploy the game is going to be buggy because when you put pick two, everybody's actually going to go to market twice. Did you understand what I just said now? So sometimes when you're building games and you're not able to like properly like um optimize it. Do you understand? So it's not complicated. Something is not overlapping. A function is not calling another function. That's what causes bugs. Do you understand? That's what causes things to overlap. So you fall in love with actually understanding this thing and seeing the problem and instinctively knowing, oh, this is why this is this. It takes time, but is it's actually enjoyable anyway. It makes you feel like you're smart. Me anyway. So long story short, I think I explained that as much as possible. Yeah, sometimes these things are overlapping each other, right? It's the fault of the game builder, right? So if your game is buggy, most times it's not the game maker. Sometimes it's still the game maker because they constantly update the logic. Do you understand? So if your game is buggy, 8 out of 10 times it's usually your fault, right? You see something, maybe you took a shortcut and then it is starting to overlap each other or something. Do you understand? Awesome. So who has another question? Awesome. So God's will. Thank you so much um for notifying us on the group. Thank you so much for notifying us on the group. So everything God's will said is what is supposed to be delivered tomorrow. Do you understand? Or delivered this night actually. The making a tweet. Do you understand? Including downloading the Sandbox tool and creating a Sandbox account. Right. Oh, lastly, in the Sandbox, when you're creating a Sandbox account, for those who have a computer now, there is this section where you have to download the Vox editor. That is the assets. That's the platform for creating video assets. And then there's the Game Maker, which is the platform for actually building these games, right? So, oh my God, I'm sorry, I did not go over that one. Can you guys see hear me? Okay. Okay. So the Game Maker and the Sandbox game is inside the same launcher. You can see it here. Can you guys see my screen? Can you guys see the screen? Good. So this is the game. This is the game launcher. Actually, I need to make updates. Actually, okay, everything is up to date. But this is the game um launcher. If I come here now, I can start playing Sandbox game, or these are different variations of games I can pick. These are not loading. I don't know. They are supposed to be showing different wallpapers, but then I can play any of the Sandbox games I want. Then if I want to build, I'll come to this section and actually build Sandbox games. So this is actually the Game Maker. So this Game Maker is inside the Sandbox launcher. Do you understand? So when you try to download the Sandbox game, you also download the Game Maker. So your assignment is to download this Game Maker, download the Sandbox game, and download the Vox editor. So where you find the Vox editor, you find it in your dashboard. When you go to create, you're going to see build experience. That build experience is what is going to prompt you to downloading the Game Maker and the Sandbox launcher as a whole. Then the create games, the create assets is going to prompt you to downloading Vox editor. Vox editor is what you use to create 3D assets. Do you understand? Good. So please come to this section of after signing up for your Sandbox account, come to this section and download both the Game Maker and the Sandbox game, and also download the Vox editor from the create assets. Tomorrow we are going to be looking at them one after the other. Do you understand? I think the wrap. That's the wrap. I've overstayed. I promise you that next class is going to be shorter than this, more impactful as well. So yeah, God's will, please.
Okay, yeah. So please, I couldn't get everything you said. So please just help me with the corrections. Like even though you just type it on the group, then you pin it, please. So it's a bit of help to us that couldn't catch up everything, please. Thank you.
All right. Also, the recording is also going to be sent. Praise is going to drop the recording too, as well. So, but I also try as much as possible to send the breakdown as much as I can too. Also, I also made the slide too, and the slide is also available as well. So, um, just do the assignment and we'll converge in the next class. So hopefully tomorrow's one should be earlier than this. I want it to be 7. You understand? Because I'll be coming from church and I want to finish by 7, so that I'll start by 7, sorry, and finish by 9 o'clock or 8:30. You understand? I'm not supposed to keep you guys past 1 hour, right? So this is the first call and we needed to introduce ourselves to know each other better, hence the delay. So thank you guys so much for the first class. Make sure to make a post, make sure to download everything you're supposed to download and prepare for the next class. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for this session. Thank you for taking time to speak our language. Thank you. So, what else? So, anybody else said, we talk about saying, what about saying, people, you know, I thought, Wacky, Deborah, Johnson, yes, we had mission as well. Okay, now, so today is not, I will be dropping the on our YouTube channel.
I can't
So
hear you
what we
audibly,
did,
please. I can't hear you audibly.
can you hear me now?
No, you're not clear.
Uh, I'm coming.
Okay, so I'm calling it a night now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go on.
Right? Am I clear now?
No, you're not.
Uh,
You're not clear. But you can send a voice note in the group. If you can send a voice note in the group, if you can hear
so,
me.
am I clear now? Is it better now?
Yes, it is.
Can you hear me now?
No, please just send the voice notes. Just send a voice note in the group.
All right, no problem.
All right.
So this class is ending now, so I'm just going to end the call now.
All right.